Hi, welcome back to the shop. I'm not alone. My brother-in-law, Michael, is here from the States. So while I show Michael around this workshop, we'll roll the tiles and we'll see you on the other side. So here we go, back down to business. I added some more battens to the roof panel so that I could box it in and stop some of the coolant coming out of the top, which it used to do when this mill was in the old workshop. I came to the conclusion that the 20-degree slope that I had on the tray for the suds to flow through or down through wasn't enough, so I increased it to 30, and these parts are there to increase that angle. So it's a bit nebulous at the moment, but you'll see in a couple of minutes exactly where they fit and how it all works. I added a few more panels underneath here, as you'll see throughout the rest of the video, mainly just to give it a bit more structure and strength, albeit the panel that goes on the top of there will actually be glass fibered, so I'm not really sure I needed to do it, but it's, you know, I had the wood, so I might as well. This M6 insert pulled out slightly while the glue was drying, so it had to be made flat again, so here we go. Yeah, cracking. These little 10-watt floodlights are really effective at lighting the inside of this cabinet, as you can see here. There's plenty of light. Glass fibre, I'm told, is not very good at conforming to right angles. So rather than use a fillet of car body filler, I thought I'd actually make them really soft by using these wooden triangular pieces. It was really complicated. As you can see, the piece that goes between those two took me almost forever. I hadn't used this scroll saw in literally 10 years, so the blades were absolutely cream crackered. I think I may sell this at some point in the future. If I've only used it like once or twice in 10 years, it's not really worth the space in your workshop, is it? My wife saw this bee crash, so we put out some sugar water for it, and you can sit here lapping it up. After about half an hour or so, it took off and we never saw it again. So after an enormous amount of time, these are the two clamshell halves. Looking good. There we go. I have to poke at this with my pencil because I can't get closer. Inside, this piece of wood is too close to the casting. It's touching there, so I need to put some relief in there as well. The same on both sides, so I'll take these clamshells off and do that. Miscalculated this. I've got to remove this panel below here because it doesn't allow back to sit flush with the cabinet, which is designed to do, so that needs to be fixed as well. Here is another mistake I made with the jolly old router. So we'll just scarf this piece in. Yep, buy that. Just look at how much crap gets in there. Clearly going to have to give that a bit of a clean before I put it together. I've made two of these angle blocks as templates to go here and here inside the cabinet, and I used my laser level to project the position, the extended position of that plane against this angled piece, and I came up with, let me turn this off, I came up with a line, a scribed line, that would be the intersection of this plane with this plane. It's all a bit tricky, and I then had an attempt at making a template, and I got this close. You probably can't see that very well, but I was out at the corner here by about 10mm. So what I think I'm going to do is have another go making a template with a piece of cardboard. Also these forms need to be reduced in height by the thickness of the panel that's going to fit there. So for now I'll leave them as they are and do a bit of CAD work, cardboard aided design, and see if we can get a panel cut to the right shape. I really don't recommend that as a method, but it did the job. Well, I'll just sand them flat. Okay, after a bit of fiddling and faddling, we've got this far. This should not too bad. I have to say, this little Stanley plane I bought is absolutely superb. It's real woodworkers will probably laugh me out of the house, but this, I have to say, for me, this is absolutely cracking. Let us know what you think if you've got one of these. I think they're brilliant. Look at that. I mean, that's just phenomenal. Right, that side fits quite nicely, but I'm going to take a little bit more off. But let's just do this one. Right, a little bit of a sand later, and they're good. So let's go and try them out. Right, first one done. if those perspex panels fit here, then I need this vertical face to be 6.2mm at least away from this edge, which is the that's the inside edge of the machine. So if I make that 10, I seem to have miscalculated where to put that one. It's a bit close to the edge. Never mind. Joining the two together like this will hopefully mean that the doors line up. There we go. Right, that's the centre line, so now I think I need to put that back on the machine. Sadly, that's it for this episode. I've run out of time. I have mocked up the panels for the windows, and as you can see, that I think that looks rather swish. That's all coming together quite nicely. I'm going to use the handles that I've used everywhere else, but if I just, these aren't secured, so I've got to be a bit careful. If I slide that back, then and put the handle on it, there isn't enough room to get your hand behind there, so that will you'll wrap your knuckles every time you use it. So I need to build some standoffs so that you can get the doors open without taking the skin off your knuckles. That aside, there's not a lot left to do in this. Tell me what you think. I may actually put some, I'll show you a look, I'll give you a look round while I talk over this piece, but I may put some windows in the sides. I don't know whether I need to or not. It doesn't need it per se, but it might be quite useful if you've got a larger part and you want to actually hang it out the end of the machine. You can take the window out and poke it out the side. So that's a possibility. Anyway, not a lot left to do on the top here now. Just a little bit of fiddling and faddling. Please hit the like and subscribe and the bell notification. That way you'll get told next time I post a video, which at the moment is every 2 weeks or so. This has taken an inordinate amount of time, many more hours than you get to see on the videos. So I can only manage every fortnight at the moment. It's just, yeah, there's just too much to do on this thing. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this, and we'll see you again on the next one, when hopefully we'll take it to pieces, get some glass fibring done, and then we can do the underneath. So take care, see you again. So we've got various drawers and bits and pieces, all sorts of crap that you collect over the years. Yeah.
Never enough space.
Never enough space, I have to say. These, the milling machine is in bits. That's the power drawbar. I've got I'm going to use an aquarium pump inside the mill. There's a wash down, so that should clean the old girl up somewhat, hopefully. Yeah, I haven't even got a vice, would you believe? That's my vice, look. I want a new one. I can't bring myself to spend the money on it, you know what I mean?
Now the right deal will come around and you go, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you want to be able to wash it and it'll all go down.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you say fiberglass on the inside, you get panels and then...
I've got fiberglass, the sheet, what do you call it? The mat. And I've never done any of that before, so it's going to be quite interesting. Interesting for me, probably dull as hell for everybody else, but yeah, I'm going to skin it on the inside and see how we get on, really. I don't need it for the structure, because I mean this is pretty bloody strong, but it's just the waterproof stuff. Somebody commented and said, oh, don't make your plinth out of wood, your mill will fall on the floor, and don't make your don't skin it on the inside with glass fibre because it's not waterproof. And I thought, hang on, I can take you to the Broads just down the road, and I'll show you boats that have been sitting there that are made out of polyester resin that have been sat there for 25, 30 years in the water, and they still haven't bloody sunk. So that'd be okay. And I did the calculations on this. One of these pieces of timber can cope with the weight of that mill. So there's 6 of them at the moment, and there'll be about 10 of them when I've finished. So I think, yeah,
I think you're okay.
I don't think it's going to fall on the floor.
One thing that struck me,
what chaos it is.
No, how much the space has shrunk.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, when you started building it and you start putting everything in, it's...
Yeah, you soon eat up the space, that's for sure.
You did a hell of a job.
Thank you. Thank you. I've had a problem with wasps. I've had wasps in the bloody between the cladding and the building. I had a fight last year, but
how are they getting in?
Well, there are gaps where the tongue and groove boards meet. There's a gap big enough for a bloody wasp to crawl through. So I've had problems with those little sods, but I've won so far. This year I've won, but we'll see.
But you always had wasps, I remember.
Yeah, you can't get rid of the buggers. Yeah, yeah. So I've got plenty of other stuff to build in here, but there'll come a point where I actually have to make something rather than build a workshop.